Hi there, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ruthie Belle, and I create innovative products for eyelashes and eyebrows. So my channel is all about sharing my knowledge in innovation with you guys. And today's episode is foremost for professional lash artists, but obviously for anyone else who wants to know more about this. So I will be talking about the differences between aggressive and gentle lash lift products. There is a major trend in the world that people are using more and more gentle products in cosmetics. And it just makes me so happy that this trend is also rising in our industry, because this is my philosophy as well when I create my products. It's super important to understand that aggressive products work very differently from gentle products. Gentle products, they need a little bit more time to gently process lashes, while aggressive products shock lashes into a completely new shape while putting a lot of stress on them. The key ingredient in all of lash lifting is the curling lotion, also known as the perming lotion, because it's the most aggressive out of all lash lifting products. Would you like to know exactly what happens in your customer's lashes during that stage? I'll explain this to you. Curling lotion always achieves the same result. It fully opens all lash cuticles and softens the keratin inside the lash so that we can give lashes a new shape. But the state of lashes after this stage is very different, depending on whether they have been treated with gentle products or with harsh products. I'll explain this a little bit more in detail. So I've drawn this little graph here. The x-axis shows the time in minutes that it takes the curling lotion to raise the pH inside the lashes. Guys, bear in mind, the pH inside the curling lotion is always the same. What happens is that the pH in the lashes is changed by the curling lotion. So this axis here, it shows the pH. Normal pH or neutral pH for lashes is 5.5. And you will notice that this is a little bit more acidic than the neutral pH in water, which is 7. So this is the neutral pH in lashes, starting from 5.5, and it goes up all the way to 10 and 9.5. So all lash lifting in the world is done at 9.5 the maximum, because from 9.5 hair removal will start. So obviously we don't want that to happen. So all lash lifting in the world is done under the pH of 9.5. The average pH for most products or most lash lift systems is 9. So what happens is, when you put curling lotion on the natural lashes, the pH shoots up from 5.5 to 9, literally within seconds. Then the pH stays here, very stable, for about 15 minutes. Okay, so this is pH 9, which is the average for most lash lifting products. After about 15 minutes, the pH drops just a tiny little bit. Let's make it a little bit nicer. Just a tiny little bit. But you can see that the change is quite small, so it pretty much stays here, right? And this is how overprocessing can happen. Now, the difference between our products and regular average products is that our curling lotion takes a little bit of time to raise the pH in the lashes. So the pH does not shoot up in seconds, but actually it only starts rising after about 30 seconds to 1 minute, and then it will slowly continue to rise, and it takes about 3 minutes for our curling lotion to raise the pH in the lashes. And our pH is capped at around 7.8 to 7.9. And you can see the difference here. And one more time, like I mentioned, neutral pH is between 5.5 and 7. And this is where our curling lotion is at. And like I said, it takes about 3 minutes for the curling lotion to raise the pH in your lashes. So you can see that this process is very, very gentle because it takes a lot more time. It's seconds compared to minutes. After we have reached the peak, the pH stays in the lashes at around 7.8 to 7.9 for about 8 to 9 minutes. And then, let me just write this down. And after 8 or 9 minutes, the pH drops dramatically back to neutral. After the pH has dropped down to 7, the curling lotion will have no more effects on your natural lashes because it only curls lashes in an alkaline environment. So all of the curling that will happen with our lashes, with our curling lotion, happens between this and this. And this here is our little security blankets. And this is why we can say that our lotions cannot overcurl natural lashes. Because after this time, the pH will drop down so that the curling lotion will have no more effect on your lashes. So guys, one more time, this is how overprocessing can happen because the pH just stays here very, very stable. Now, also, when you use a product that comes in a glass bottle that you can open and put the lid back on, this means that the pH stays very, very stable inside the bottle. We could never have our products in a bottle that you open and you put the lid back down because the processing will happen inside the bottle, and once you put the lotion onto the natural lashes, nothing will happen to them. So what's the big deal? I mean, your customers get a lift, they leave your salon with a smile on their face. So why are we even talking about this? The reason is that even if your clients leave with nicely curled lashes, what happens underneath is very, very different. To bring a comparison, I would compare maybe using a lighter and a piece of plastic. You know, when you put the lighter on the plastic just rolls over and it happens in seconds. And the same thing happens to your cuticles if you use aggressive products on them. So the cuticles, they are shock open and they kind of like just roll over. But when you use gentle products on your lashes, it's sort of like a flower opening in the morning in the presence of humidity and sunshine. The process is very gentle and it stops at 100%. So the flower petals, they don't curl over, nothing bad will happen to them. They open gently and then close back down. When we were testing our products in the laboratory, we actually decided to do 4 lash lifts in a row on the same model. Like, I mean, the model did not even get up from the bed. We did 4 lash lifts in a row. I think it took us maybe like 2.5 hours. We just wanted to see what would happen to the lashes. And you know guys, nothing bad happened to the lashes after 4 lash lifts in a row. Now think about the formula you're using and if you could do the same to your clients. You might not notice the difference after the first treatments, but the more treatments you do and the better you get to know your customers' lashes, the more of a difference you will see. To explain the differences between gentle and more harsh products, I made another little graph for you guys. So here goes. Right, so here we have the gentle lash lift systems and more aggressive ones. Starting from the first, the processing time. So usually when you have more gentle products, they need a little bit more time to process. So it says longer. And usually, guys, this is not always the case, but usually shorter processing times do mean more aggressive products. One more time, this is usually, not all short processing times automatically mean that the products are aggressive. This is just usually the case. No overprocessing. This is what I explained to you before. So with gentle products, the pH does drop after a while, so there's no risk of overprocessing the lashes. With harsher products, if you keep the curling lotion on for even 1 minute too long, you do risk overprocessing lashes or even making them frazzled or burn them. The milder composition of the gentle products means that your customers' lashes won't be dehydrated after their treatment, whereas with more aggressive products, they do become quite dehydrated after a lash lift treatment. With gentle products, the processing times are much more flexible, meaning that, for example, if you use a little bit more glue or you want to create a stronger curl, you can actually play with the lotion processing times. For example, like I explained, with our lotions, because of the fact that you cannot overprocess lashes, you can actually keep the lotions on for quite a few minutes longer without ever having to worry that the lashes will get burnt. But with aggressive products, very, very important to stay with the recommended lotion processing times offered by the manufacturer. The composition of the gentle formulas is mild and safe, meaning that usually most of the gentle brands, they use the latest innovation in lash chemistry. For example, we use hydrogen peroxide instead of sodium bromates in our fixing lotion, whereas the aggressive or more old school products, their ingredients are pretty old school as well, and also quite harsh. With application of the lotions, you need to be very precise or follow the manufacturer's guidelines when you are working with gentle products, because number one, for example, the lotion layer needs to be placed very, very close to the lash line, and also how high up you can go with the lotions is very, very important. Whereas with more aggressive products, the application is very, very flexible, meaning that pretty much wherever you put the lotion, whether it's completely on the bottom or on the base of the silicone or very, very close to the lashes, or if it's 1 or 2 millimeters higher, it doesn't matter, because the chemicals are so aggressive that they will penetrate the glue and create a strong curl, no matter how much of the lotion you use. While this might sound amazing in the beginning when you are first learning how to do lash lifting, guys, you do need to remember that this comes at a cost. So the next difference comes from the color of your lashes after the treatment. With gentle lotions, the color of your lashes is pretty much the same as it was before. It can be a little bit lighter, but not a lot. If your lashes look a lot lighter than they did, or if your customer's lashes look a lot lighter than they did before the treatment, this means that the products were quite aggressive. So why does this happen? This happens because the curling lotion will burn off some of the cuticles and damage other cuticles. So lashes look a little bit dull and lighter after the treatment. The mild composition or the gentle products don't burn off any cuticles, nor do they damage the cuticles. So this is why the color will look pretty much the same as it did before the treatment. And the last difference is home care. So with gentle products, home care is always recommended, because I don't know if you guys know this, but even if you use mascara at home, it does dehydrate your lashes. So you're actually supposed to nourish them to keep them looking at their best. So this is why home care is also recommended with gentle lash lift products. But if you don't do anything at home, your lashes will look the same as they did before the treatment. With aggressive products, you most definitely need to nourish your lashes at home. Because if you don't use anything at home, your lashes can become very dry and very brittle. So guys, if you do use aggressive products, you do need to recommend something for your customers to use at home, because if you don't, their lashes will become very dry, brittle, and they can even break off. So guys, if you're wondering whether the products that you use currently, whether they have a gentle formula or an aggressive formula, just go through this comparison one more time and just see whichever side sounds more like the products that you are using. I hope this video helped you explain the differences between gentle and aggressive lash lift products for you guys. If you feel the same, don't forget to like the video and also to subscribe so you don't miss out on our next video. Thank you so much for watching.